Hello everyone and welcome back to Classic. In this video we're going to be driving on the Cajon Pass, driving a Union Pacific diesel locomotive train. Despite this route mainly being used for freight, we're actually on a passenger run. So the scenario is it is the start of spring break and your train is full of passengers bound for Los Angeles. Manage your speed on the descent and arrive at San Bernardino on time. So we're in the sort of west coast, sort of means to be in California. We've got all the Sans, so San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Diego, that area. It's a clear spring day, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So let's go. There's another scenario, big boy, but I don't have the train, so I can't do that one. So yeah, let's go. So I did do another sort of route on this line, but it was in a sort of so take a full train bound from Los Angeles down to the pass, ensuring you manage your speed on the descent and come to stop opposite San Station. Good luck. This is a bit more challenging because we do have to we're on downhill. So as you can see, we've got looks like a big sort of locomotive at the front, at the back as well. We're pulling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big carriages. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, I don't want to. 5, 6, 7. I think we're pulling 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're pulling about 8 carriages. So in the middle of nowhere, it's a big sort of barren desert, as you can see. And we've got this lovely sound of this Union Pacific train. So yeah, we've only got one stop. We're due there at 17:40, and it is 27 miles away. So yeah, let's get going. So going to forwards, and let's go. So I did do a scenario on this on my laptop. Another scenario. It wasn't on this stage in the past. It was on a different but that didn't include any commentary, and that was on my old laptop, so the graphics weren't as good. The frame rate wasn't great. Just not much more. Let's put the lights on. So we go to the back. We don't have any tail lights on. The light there, which is that's not lights. We don't have any tail lights. You can see the drivers. Driver looks quite. He looks the part. He's got Union Pacific Cajon. So he definitely looks the part. He looks like he'd be driving like an American train. You can't imagine like a guy in a suit driving a train like this. It's like not really. It's 45 limit. It's not really a high speed run, so it will take a while to. That's why we're not due to 17:40. We're only going about 20 miles. We are running down very soon to be increasing, so we will need to probably use the dynamic brakes to manage our speeds. We've got train brake, loco brake, and dynamic brakes. We've got 3 different braking systems, so we'll have to figure out which is the best one. For downhill, I think dynamic brake is best. So it's quite nice in the cab. You've got various functional buttons, not all of them are functional, but it is quite detailed. It's quite a basic, very basic cab, and not really much going on. That's why the guard or the driver's, if he's carrying speeding, if he's carrying another one of the railway staff, I would on a down. driving on the left because I'm driving a lot, usually driving in the UK. So driving on the right, it's just slightly odd. So yeah, we're going to have to manage these brakes because we've got a 30 coming up as well. So yeah, the brakes on these trains, I'm getting used to. So they take a while to release and a while to apply. So it's getting the braking right. I'm already on minus 25 points, so not a great start. Just leave it to coast. I think we want to put on some dynamic brakes. Minimal reduction. Let's wait till we get up to 30. These are good this train. Sounds great as well. But old-fashioned diesel locomotive, which I do like DLUs and big beefy locomotives like the Class 37. And the DMUs like the Pacer and the Sprinters, especially the Pacer. Not a huge fan of modern electrics, they're just too quiet for me. I like my old diesels a lot better. So a train like this is really nice. It's got a bell, I need to put on a bit more brake. Right, let's go to dynamic brake, let's put a bit more brake on. Going to be speeding quite a lot. Right, let's release that brake. Also got the locomotive brake as well. Wish you could try putting that on. Put it on minimum reduction. So yeah, managing the brakes is going to be quite a challenge on this. So we've got a 30 limit. The speed limit's quite low on these American routes. So got to keep them on for this trip. Just so it's easier to switch between brakes. So yeah, let's try. Let's go to dynamic brakes. Let's put a bit more on that. See, now I'm dropping speed quite rapidly, so now we're going to have to just put it on minimal reduction. Let's see. We've got a 2.1% drop. Yeah, going downhill is definitely the trickiest on these trains. It's really difficult to manage your speed, and especially if it's a passenger train like this, it's not too bad. When you're pulling like a huge freight train with like 100 carriages behind you, that's when it gets really tricky. But going uphill, you might be only doing 10 miles an hour. And if you're not careful, then you can lose your traction and actually start rolling backwards. So going uphill can be a challenge as well when you've got loads of carriage, and then going downhill, you've got all the weight behind you pushing down, and you've got to really sort of keep your eye on the ball managing your brakes. So this is quite a challenging scenario. I love that ball as well. I did watch a video on YouTube. It was for this game called, I can't remember what it was called, but it's where you can simulate accidents. So you could like drive a lorry onto the tracks and have a American freight train crash into it, and then you compare. The guy who did the video compared it to like real life footage of like freight trains plowing into lorries. Or trucks, as Americans would say. And yeah, the freight train just absolutely just annihilates the truck and keeps going because of course all that weight. A flimsy lorry is just no match for like a huge freight train. So it is quite a barren route, but it is supposed to be like that. Very, very barren, and Train Simulator really captures that. You really are in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, quite a few tight curves, which is why the speed limit is only 13 miles an hour. This route has been released for Train Sim World free. I probably will do Train Sim World at some point. I might get the second one because it's a lot cheaper. I think I had a look online. You can get a key for Train Sim World 2 for only like about £5, whereas Train Sim World 3 costs about what, £30-40 now. So, but we'll see. But yeah, this world route is available for Train Sim World 3. So this is quite an old route now for Train Sim Classic. This route came out. I think it was one of the first routes that came out for the original Train Sim back in like 2009, so it's a very old route. So it will run very well. If you've got an old system that struggles to run old routes, then get this route because it will run no problem. Just use the dynamic brakes to bring the speed down a little bit. Keep hearing voices on like a radio, so sand, we've got a sand as well, just apply sand to help with the traction. We should be alright, it's a nice sunny day. What I really like about Train Sim 3 is it simulates the weather conditions, sort of change how well the train grips. I watched a video of my favourite YouTubers, Sims and stuff, driving a freight train, and they were going uphill about 10-15 miles an hour. It was going quite well, but it was taking a long time, and then suddenly you had dynamic weather on it. It started raining, and then the train instantly lost traction, and then the train came to a halt and then started rolling backwards. So it just shows you how it can all go wrong. Of course, in real life, being like a desert, so it won't rain very often, so it won't be a big problem. Just do a quick save in case the game crashes. Always recommend to do a quick save in Train Sim every 10 or 15 minutes or so, or every time you stop at a station, just because the game does crash every now and again. So have a look in the passenger view. It's very, very basic inside. Got the blinds sort of on the windows, so you can't see a lot out of here. Release those brakes because we are losing speed. All our brakes are released at the moment, so let's put on a minimum reduction. Now dynamic brakes. There we go. Interior is a bit less basic than that, because you're going to be on these trains for a very long time, so you want to be comfortable. You want to have like toilet facilities and buffet cars and things like that, because I can't imagine a full journey in one of these trains could take hours, maybe a couple of days. I don't know. It's a proper American school train. I don't think America has any DMUs. It's either electric multiple units. They've got EMUs like the New York area, but they don't have any DMUs. For diesel trains, they use proper diesel locomotives, big, powerful, noisy, fuel guzzling diesel locomotives. They don't use DMUs like they used to have a lot of. It'd be a good idea, I think, for the more rural routes to use like a DMU, like a Sprinter or a Pacer, would presumably be a lot more efficient in using one of these fuel-less things. As nice as they are, if you're doing like a passenger route with not many passengers, then it makes sense from an economical point of view to use a DMU. So I'm quite surprised that America treats out any DMUs. I've got 798 gallons of fuel in the tank, and I imagine a train like this will get through that pretty quickly. I've got a 40 limit, so just release the brakes and allow the train to coast up to 40. I think it's going to be downhill pretty much all the way, I think. So we've got 21 miles to go. And we're due there at 1740. Currently 17:14, nearly 17:50 on the clock, so we've got about 25 minutes to do, about 20 miles, so we should be fine. Although at these slow speeds it might be a bit tight to see. Terrain. You get these huge mountains, and then you get this valley where the railway is. At 35, so I'll just drop the speed. Dynamic brakes aren't the same as on the other train. It's a notch system. It's sort of you've got to apply it and you wait to see brake apply, but then if you apply it too much you've got to release the brake like I've done now, so it's managing the brakes is more difficult on this train, like on some of the American freight trains where it's just set the dynamic brake to a number that you want, whereas in this your only options are a minimal reduction, hold, and apply, which it fully applies it, but if you want to apply it less, then you have to go and apply for like only a second and then go on hold, so it's quite difficult to sort of manage the brakes on this train. It's also quite interesting how in America they use the percentage for the grades, whereas we in England, in Britain, in the UK, use like 1 in whatever. So if it's 1 in 50 gradient, then it means like for every 50 feet you go, the gradient drops or increases by 1 foot. So just interesting the differences. I've got a 50 limit now. We won't apply until the back of the train clears the limits. So I'll just have to keep on speed. There's a bit of flank split there. Accelerate up to 50 miles an hour. So we've barely used the throttle at all for this journey. We've just been on and off the brakes. We've got 500 points time on this bonus. So now up to 428 points. That's good. We've got a 40 coming up, so yeah, you really got to be. I've got emergency. No. Release the brakes. So I've put the brakes into emergency. That's probably going to take a while to release. Managing the brakes on this system is really difficult, especially when the speed limit and the gradient keeps changing. You've really got to be paying attention. Even if you are, it's still difficult. It takes a huge amount of skill to drive one of these. Until we get up to 40 and then pop it on minimal reduction. Hopefully that will be enough to hold us. And not quite, see, it's not quite enough to hold us, so I have to go on to hold. I've got to apply and hold and apply it a bit more, but not too much. If I just leave it on apply, then apply the full brakes, and it will slow down quite quickly, and then we'll have to release them again. So you can see we're slowly dropping speed now. So let's do a few line by shots. Yeah. Get a few screenshots as well. We've dropped back down to 30, so now we've got to release the brakes again. We'll be using a lot of fuel going downhill. It's like 997 gallons. I think we started probably about 800 gallons, so we've only used 3 gallons of fuel so far. I prefer using the main brakes actually, because if you go with minimal reduction, that seems quite effective. Seems to hold our speed quite well. And strictly speaking, I think you're supposed to use your dynamic brake for going down hills, but it's amazing how the track just goes up or down for miles and miles and miles. It's with these American routes, it's quite amazing, really. In British routes, the routes go up and down. You never have like more than like a few miles of continuous up or down. But in America, you just have like miles and miles of track going either up or down continuously, steep gradients as well. But another coming in the opposite direction. Release the brakes. Coast up to 50. Be able to go above 50 on this. It's a lot of fairly tight curves. screenshot in. I don't know what they're saying on the radio. Don't know much about the American signalling system. I know in the UK it's double yellow means the next station signal is single yellow. Single yellow means the next signal is red, and red means stop. But like with the American signalling system, like they're like a red signal on top, but like a green signal on the bottom. So I don't know what that means, but so yeah. I think the UK definitely has the best signalling system, the simplest and the most easy to understand. It would be interesting to drive this in heavy snow, or rain, just to see the traction. How it would affect the traction. I'm not sure if that would be simulated in Train Simulator Classic. But if you're looking to get this route and you don't want to pay for Train Sim Mod Free, then have a look for the Train Simulator. It's the Train Simulator Rail Simulator expansion pack. It's very old, it's from 2009, but it includes this route. So you can pick it up very cheaply. On Just Trains it's quite expensive, it's £20, but you can find it quite cheaply as a disc copy on eBay. I bought it for £6 plus postage, so that's a pretty good deal. I'm also looking to implement an regular upload schedule. So I'm looking to upload. I'm going to try and upload u.s.a videos on a Monday, Train Sim Classic videos on a Wednesday. Trucking videos on a Friday, so that could be Euro Truck, could be UK Truck Sim or American Truck Sim. And on a Sunday, something random, so a look at a new game or something. A bit like the Sims and Stuff channel, they don't do u.s.a videos anymore, but yeah, they have a regular upload schedule. A lot of channels do. So that's what I'm looking to do, rather than just uploading a random video at random. Rather than uploading videos at random, I think it's better to have a video schedule. So I do have a lot of old sort of recordings of Train Sim and u.s.a. They don't have any commentary, but they're still worth watching, they're still worth uploading. It's nice that they've got the blinds, so if you've some breaks, if you're feeling tired, you can just shut the blind and have a little snooze, which probably a lot of people do on a long journey like this. It sounds like we're on flight sim with the radio constantly going off. It's like air traffic control. So I don't know if it's like this for real train driving in the US, but yeah, the radio's going off constantly. just love sounding that word. It's a shame we can't go a bit faster on some of these straighter sections. The American railways aren't exactly the fastest. Just have a look at this view. Stick your head out the window view. It would be cool to do a long journey in this. Could you imagine driving this on like a UK route? That would be fun. Yeah, sometimes I like driving the wrong train on a route. So like driving a pacer on an American route would be pretty cool. And driving like an American train on a British route would be pretty cool. Yeah. So let me know if there's any route/train combinations you want me to do. If there's any routes you want me to do, I am planning to get the Huddersfield, the newly released Huddersfield line for Train Sim Classic soon. I'm also planning to get the Class 153 from Just Trains as well. There's plenty of routes we can use that one. I'm surprised. It would be good if America invested more in little DMUs like the Class 153, just a little DMU or like the Class 153 or the Pacer for doing these sort of American rural routes where you don't get many passengers. I mean, assume this train's probably travelling between two major cities, which is why they coaches. If American railways started investing more in passenger routes, so like on the freight only routes, they put more passengers on. Put little DMUs on, like little rural routes, that would be cool. That's a train speed limit, 79 miles an hour. Why not 80 miles an hour? Why 79? Maybe that's the speed that these trains are limited to, I don't know, but it looks like we'll reach that speed quite easily just by coasting. So yeah, we've used the throttle very little in this route. So like, where we've got like a few houses, we've got like a little station here, and have a little DMU, two-car train coming at these stops. That would be pretty cool. Give people that live at these isolated rural locations some way to travel rather than using their car. Because America is designed for the car. Most people drive in America, but what about people with disabilities who can't drive? Or, what if your car breaks down? And how do you get to work? How do you get around if you live in somewhere like this? I don't know. How do you get to the hospital? Doesn't look that fast. It's probably pretty fast for American Railways. So I've got 6.5 miles miles to go. We're due at 1740. Route is 17, pretty much 1740, so pretty much bang on time. Another train coming the other way. DMUs in America that could put a little 2-car DMU on here, and get some passengers, make some money. Yeah, I definitely think American railways should invest in DMUs for these moves. Of course, what about people who can't afford to drive as well? What about those people with the price of fuel going up as well? More people relying on public transport. Probably have a bus service. Probably a bus service in town like this, but it's really better to take a train. A lot faster and a lot cooler. It's got a 70 limit coming up and a 60. I definitely think America should invest in more passenger rail, more high-speed rail for long-distance services, and more sort of more easy-reachable units for rural routes. Like some stations on these rural routes, and you should get more passengers. Just been downhill all the way. It's definitely getting more subjects. We're coming into San Bernardino, which I'm presuming is a large town or city. We've got 79 and a 30. We should arrive just about on time. Just press tab to check the signal, we're fine. There's no real point in accelerating because we'll only have to slow down again, so I think we'll just coast now. I feel this route seems very familiar to the game where some trains all the way got the freeway on the left going down, so highway, freeway. Yeah, you know what I mean. Let's slow down for the 30. Brakes a bit more, I think. I'd like to drive a freight train on this. So I don't think there's a freight scenario, but I could do a quick drive. That'd be pretty cool to do. San Bernardino station is just around the curve. Come to a complete stop opposite the platforms to complete the scenario. So going flat now so we can just coast. It would be funny to take a little pace on a route like this as well. The moon there. I suppose we should start thinking about braking for yeah, we're going to arrive just about on time, maybe a 30 seconds late. Not bad at all, really. Looks like a fairly longish platform. Should be okay. Doesn't appear to be any platform where we're stopping. I'm not sure why. There's a platform. So just slight uphill. It's 0.15 miles away, supposed to stop, so better stop where it says. Let's go minimal reduction. So this is the supposed platform. Maybe this is just a stopping point, I don't know. Let's stop here. Ooh, nice bit of brake squeal. Let's put the brakes on full so yeah, the doors aren't opening, so this must just be like a stopping. Scenario complete. You managed to make it down to the pass and successfully arrived in San Bernardino. When the line is clear, the train will pull into a platform area. Well done. And then the scenario ends. It's a shame we don't get to actually go into the platform, but 849 XP, that's not bad. Just a bit of speeding in places, but overall not bad. So let's just go to career and see how well we did. Oh, we got silver. I'll take that. I'll take that. It was quite a tricky scenario. Difficulty only 2, but I'd say it's more like a 4, I'd say, for difficulty. It was quite difficult to not speed on the downhill gradients. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, please subscribe for more videos. Click the notification bell and you'll be notified whenever there's a new video. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and leave a comment below if there's a route or a train you want me to drive, and I'll see if I can get around to doing it. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you very much for watching. Bye.